Yeah. So today we will start unit 4th as we have done. Uh, so far we have completed 3 units from second semester. In the second semester we have completed so far 3 units. If you just look back and revise once, what are the things so far we have done or completed? The things so far we have completed are Unit 1, A Visit of Charity by Edura Welty, and many other aspects are skills related things, LSRW related topics from that unit we have completed. Then in Unit 2, that is Prose, Benares by Aldous Huxley, English writer, we did complete Benares, the essay, and then all other LSRW related skills in that unit. Unit 3 was a poem, Stanzas Written in Dejection Near Naples by Percy Bysshe Shelley, romantic poet. Here also we have seen pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, writing, conversational practices, letters, and so on and so forth. So all those things so far we have completed up to Unit 3. And this is going to be your last unit. After this, you will be having your semesters. So for the first semester students, it is noted that from August second week onwards, you will be having your examinations. August second week onwards, you will be having your examinations. First semester examinations, keep that in mind. And there were also 4 units in the first semester with regarding English. When it comes to the subject of English language, there were 4 units in your first semester. So after this unit, we will finish within the stipulated time, that is before July, we complete our second semester, that is July 31st. Up to July 31st, we finish up the last unit, that is 4th unit. And in August, if we have time, we can revise 4-5 days, and all those 4 completed lessons we will revise. Okay, we will do that then. Today, let us start with this new topic. That is, so far we have seen one short story, A Visit of Charity by Edura Welty, American writer. And she saw socially things were moving in a wrong direction and observed very keenly and put forward our ideas into a short story, and that we studied what is happening in society. Okay, so people are running after grades and marks and credits, but really they are not having the sense of empathy or sympathy towards the poor or unwanted or the very weak people. That's what we saw in that lesson. 14-year-old girl Marian goes to a old age home for women. She goes with something different idea, but when she observed there the realities, she changed her mind and came away from there. So she went to get the score credits, not for really serving the old people. Actually, she was too young to do those things also. 14 years old again. Right, that was the short story. And then essay, Benares. It is one of the wonderful cities from India, and many people visit there, and even all the Indian people from different states wants to visit that one. So same thing, that writer Aldous Huxley, when visited India in and around 1950, 1940 era, he happened to visit that one on one particular occasion, that is solar eclipse occasion was there. So how people came there, how 10 lakh people, that is 1 million people gathered at one place without having any sort of disturbance. So our culture itself tells our country's greatness lies in unity in diversity. After all, we are having many regions, religions, different castes, different sort of mindsets, many cultures, but still when it comes to the matter of nationality, we are all united. India is one. Unity in diversity is our speciality. Unity in diversity is speciality of our country or culture. That's what we saw in Benares. In Benares, we have different things on the occasion of solar eclipse. Indians, superstitions, all those things he described. Okay. And in Unit 3, beautiful poem by romantic poet Percy Bysshe Shelley, and what he wrote in those 5 stanzas of 9 lines each, Spencerian stanzas. And then here is one of the greatest writers. So one short story, one prose lesson, and then one poem. Now one drama. So what is a drama? Is it like same prose poem or short story? Is it something different? Definitely it is something different. But here you will have lot of dramatic events in it. Drama. And the person who writes drama is known as a dramatist. Drama, you can also call it as play. P-L-A-Y. Play or drama you call it. What do you call a person who writes plays? Plays and రాసే వాళ్ళని ఏమంటారు? PLAYS, plays. ప్లే అంటే ఆట కదా సార్? ప్లే, ఎస్, ప్లే అంటే ఆట, ప్లే అంటే డ్రామా, డ్రామా అంటే నాటకం. ప్లే మీన్స్ ఆట కూడా. So one who writes dramas is called dramatist. One who writes plays, PLAYS, is known as playwright. Playwright, PLAY, play, WRIGST, playwright అంటారు. నాటక రచయిత, ప్లే రైట్. ప్లే రైటర్ కాదు. ప్రోజ్ రాసే వాళ్ళని మనం ఐదర్ ఆథర్ అంటాము, బుక్స్ రాసే వాళ్ళని, లేదా రైటర్ అంటాము. పోయిటరీ రాసే వాళ్ళని పోయట్స్ అంటాము. అండ్ దెన్ వెన్ యూ, what do you call a novel writer? You call him as novelist. నవలను రాసే వాళ్ళని నవలా రచయిత, రైట్? సో డ్రామా, డ్రామటిస్ట్. కానీ ప్లే, PLAY, ప్లే, డ్రామా ఆర్ ప్లే బోత్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్. ప్లేకి ప్లే రైటర్ అనరు, ప్లే రైట్ అంటారు. యూ నీడ్ టు రిమెంబర్ దిస్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు రిమెంబర్. PLAY, ప్లే, WRIGST, ప్లే రైట్ మీన్స్ నాటక రచయిత. Right, today we are going to study one of the greatest dramatists of the world ever seen. So, have you heard the name William Shakespeare? Have you heard the name William Shakespeare? Was he a poet? Was he a novelist? Was he a dramatist? What was he? He was very, very wonderful dramatist. Greatest dramatist, the greatest dramatist, and was also the poet. He was not only a dramatist but also a poet. One of the greatest poets of all time, William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare. Remember the name William Shakespeare. The English literature is empty without the name of William Shakespeare. If you study literature of English language, you are definitely going to study William Shakespeare. without including his writings, that project will not be effective with regarding to the English literature. So one is language, the other one is literature. Here there are two differences are there. This idea you should keep in mind. Language means bhasha, literature means sahitya. So they are interrelated, interconnected definitely. Language oste you can read. What is language? Language is useful for communication. Language is a vehicle to communicate your ideas, your inner feelings, your thoughts with other people. Language, bhasha. For that matter, you can know any language, your mother tongue, your regional language, or your English language, Hindi, national language, any language, but be perfect in that language. First of all, your ideas, your thoughts should be perfect. Then our thoughts ni oka systematic వేలో ఒక ఛానలైజ్ చేస్తూ if you explain in a beautiful language through good communication skills, that is that will become very effective language. Remember that thing. Then the other one is literature. Telugu literature, English literature, Kannada literature we talk about. What is literature? Literature is very huge, broadest term. So there are many genres are there in the literature. When we talk about English literature, we talk about English poetry, English essays, English prose, English novels, and English dramas, isn't it? All these come under the category of literature itself. So something written on the piece of paper to the great books or epics of the world all come under the umbrella term of literature. So literature is a very broad idea. So whatever you do from morning to from birth of your life to end of your life, everything will be recorded or written, and that becomes the literature. So whatever you are doing, work in languages will become literature. So literature, piece of paper పైన రాసిన దాని నుంచి మహా గ్రంథాల వరకు కూడా you can call them as literature. Remember that one. So English literature లో William Shakespeare పేరు లేకుండా you do not hear. Okay. So who was he? Where was he from? And what did he do? Why he is so famous? Okay, now you listen to. He was the world's greatest dramatist, best dramatist till today ani manam cheppొచ్చు. He was from England, or you call it Britain, England, or you also call it as United Kingdom, UK antaru. English literature, British literature మనం అంటూ ఉంటాం. So they have ruled our country for 200 years. Britishers or English people have ruled us. They exploited us. They have taken all our assets and property. They have looted us, we can say. So William Shakespeare was the greatest dramatist, playwright of 16th and early 17th century. That is, he was born on April 23, 1564 at a place called Stratford upon Avon, Avon, Stratford upon Avon, Avon. Avon is the name of the river. Stratford, like our village's name, one small town in the Warwickshire district. in the Warwickshire district. Warwickshire అనే జిల్లాలోని స్టాట్ఫోర్డ్ అపాన్ అవాన్ అనే నది ప్రక్కన ఉన్నటువంటి టౌన్లో విలియం షేక్స్పియర్ వాజ్ బోర్న్ on April 23rd, 1564, 16th century, and he died in the same place in 1616, April 23. The day was Friday, it is said. Okay, so the great people of the world have taken the birth on the same day and died on the same day also. So it happened with Shakespeare also, they say. So he was like you and me, a common boy, went to school, and he has not studied. He did not study in university. He was not so highly educated, but he did some high school education in some local school there itself. Then he grew up as a common boy. Then he got married early in his age. So from Warwickshire district, from his own place to London. London is the greatest city, one of the greatest cities of the world. London is the capital city of United Kingdom. Britain యొక్క రాజధాని నగరం లండన్. Beautiful city. So Warwickshire is very near to London. So this man went to London. There he worked with different situations. Okay, so he was early married. Then he left and went to London. For a survival purpose, he has gone. He worked in the Lord Chamberlain's company that was enacting dramas. డ్రామాలు వేస్తున్న వారి లార్డ్ చాంబర్లైన్స్ కంపెనీ, గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ అంతా ఒక దగ్గర ఉంటాయి. మనం కంపెనీ అని పిలుస్తాం. సో హీ వర్క్డ్ విత్ దెమ్ దేర్. దట్ లేటర్ నోన్ యాజ్ ది కింగ్స్మెన్ గా పేరు నామకరణం చేయబడింది తర్వాత. సో he in the beginning worked there. Later when situation demanded, he worked or he did as a stable keeper there. గుర్రాల కాపరికి కూడా ఉండేది in the beginning. Then after that what happened, on somebody's absent, he happened to play a role, some character నాటకాలు వేసే గ్రూప్ లో plays were enacted. So plays were performed. So in those performances, one time he was given the opportunity. So he performed very well the role of a woman. So from there onwards everything was okay. So he did his role. His performance was excellent. So 1, 2, 3, then he went on doing things. What happened then? He started writing. He attracted mass people. People were crazy after him. Everybody liked his dramas. He started writing. He started searching. He did this, that, and he identified the mindset of the people of London at that time, England altogether. So he became very rich, very excellent writer, and altogether he has written 39 dramas in his lifetime. 39 great dramas. So in drama is again broader category. Under dramas you have tragedies, comedies. Drama is nothing but film, movie. ఇప్పుడు మీరు సినిమా అనుకోవచ్చు. All the great dramas are being transformed into great pictures, great movies. Blockbuster అయిన మూవీస్ అన్ని కూడా నావెల్స్, డ్రామాస్ అన్ని కూడా ఇక్కడ నుంచి వచ్చినవే. గొప్ప పిక్చర్స్ అన్ని కూడా, టైటానిక్ షిప్ అనేది కూడా గొప్ప నేమ్స్ Jurassic Park, Titanic, or you can talk about The Life of Pi. All these were Harry Potter series, ఎనిమిది సినిమాలు హ్యారీ పోటర్. ఇవన్నీ హ్యావ్ కమ్ ఫ్రమ్ లిటరేచర్ నుంచి మూవీస్ తీశారు, బ్లాక్ బస్టర్స్ దే హ్యావ్ బికమ్. సో సమ్వేర్ సమ్ novel or drama will be there. By studying them, Padmavati movie in India had some background writings, so then it became movie, and there were many fightings with regarding that one to be released or not to be released. So many issues, controversies were taking place, same thing. So many issues, but still all the great dramas, all the great novels are being translated into movies and pictures. So Shakespeare dramas anni kuda maximum pictures loki teesaru. So tragedies he has written, comedies he has written, tragic comedies రెండింటిని కలిపినట్టయితే కామెడీ ఉండాలి, ట్రాజెడీ ఉండాలి. ట్రాజెడీ అంటే అంతం బాగలేకపోవడం, ముగింపు, హీరో హీరోయిన్ ఆర్ సమ్ డెత్స్ విల్ టేక్ ప్లేస్. కామెడీ ఎండింగ్ మధ్యలో ఎట్లున్న ఎండింగ్ మాత్రం హ్యాపీగా ఎండ్ అయ్యేది కామెడీ, యూ కాల్ ఇట్ యాస్. సో కామెడీ, ట్రాజెడీ, ట్రాజిక్ కామెడీస్, హిస్టరీస్ హి హస్ రిటన్, హిస్టారికల్ ప్లేస్ హి హస్ రిటన్. చరిత్రాత్మకమైనటువంటి వాటిపైన కూడా హీ ఎక్స్ప్లోర్డ్, హీ ట్రైడ్, హీ డిడ్ గ్రేట్ థింగ్స్. So wonderful, so great writer. 39 dramas, and he wrote 154 sonnets. 154 sonnets and 3 long narrative poems. What is a sonnet? Sonnet is also a 14-line poem. Sonnet is a 14-line poem. So 154 sonnets. ఆ రోజులలో సానెట్స్ క్రేజీ ఉండేది. ఇన్ దోస్ డేస్ దేర్ వాజ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ క్రేజ్ ఫర్ సానెట్స్. సో హీ రోట్ 154 సానెట్స్, 39 dramas and 3 long narrative poems, beautiful poems. He was a great poet also. So some of the things which we talked about him, some recording about him. We wondered, Shakespeare, that thou wentest so soon from the world's stage to the grave's tiring room. Some reflections అతని పైన వేరే వాళ్ళు చేసిన కామెంట్స్ అన్నట్టు. We wondered, Shakespeare, that thou wentest so soon from the world's stage to the grave's tiring room. ప్రపంచం అనే నాటక రంగం నుంచి యూ హ్యావ్ గాన్ ఇన్ టు ద గ్రేవ్స్ టైరింగ్ రూమ్, సమాధి అనే రూమ్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయావు వెరీ ఎర్లీ అని సంబడి పాస్ట్ ఎ కామెంట్. విలియం షేక్స్పియర్, యూ అబ్జర్వ్ దిస్ వన్. విలియం షేక్స్పియర్ ఆన్ 26th April 1564, ఇది బ్యాప్టైజ్ అయిన డేట్ అని అంటారు. 26th April, 23 April కూడా ఇన్ సమ్ అదర్ బుక్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ దేర్. సో యూ కెన్ రైట్ 26 or 23. 3 రోజుల తర్వాత బ్యాప్టైజ్ చేస్తారు, పుట్టిన 3 రోజుల తర్వాత. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ది బ్యాప్టైజ్డ్ డేట్. అండ్ 23 April 1660, సేమ్ డే పుట్టాడు, సేమ్ డే చనిపోయాడు. రిమెంబర్ దట్ వన్. వాజ్ ఇంగ్లీష్ ప్లే రైట్ అని మీకు ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పాను కదా, PLAYWRIGST, ప్లే రైట్. పోయట్ అండ్ యాక్టర్. He himself acted in some of the things I told you. He himself acted as a dramatist, as a character in the dramas. Widely regarded as the greatest writer in English language and the world's greatest dramatist. Is widely regarded, chala vishalanga regarded as the greatest writer in the English language itself and the world's greatest dramatist. Okay, this is what you need to remember. He is often called England's national poet. England దేశపు యొక్క జాతీయ poet, కవి, and the bird of Avon. BARD, bird is poet. Bird is poet, BARD. BIRD, bird is పక్షి, అది వేరు. Bird of Avon అంటారు. Because Avon is a river, I said. ఈ నది ప్రక్కన స్టాట్ఫోర్డ్ అపాన్ అవాన్ అనేది అతని గ్రామ పేరు. సో బర్డ్ ఆఫ్ అవాన్ అంటారు. అక్కడ కవి, అవాన్ దగ్గరి కవి, బర్డ్ ఆఫ్ అవాన్. Bird means, remember, B-A-R-D, bird is poet, kavi. His works consist of 39 dramas, 154 sonnets, 3 long narrative poems. 39 dramas, 154 sonnets, 3 long narrative poems, and a few other verses. Inka vere verses. జీవితకాలంలో చాలా చాలా రాస్తారు, కొన్ని గొప్పగా అవుతాయి. వర్సెస్ అంటే కూడా పోయమ్స్, స్మాల్ పోయమ్స్. His plays have been translated into every major living language. This is the greatest achievement. His plays, అతని యొక్క నాటకాలు, have been translated, అనువాదించబడ్డాయి, into every major living language. బ్రతికున్న ప్రతి గొప్ప భాషలోకి అనువాదింపబడ్డాయి షేక్స్పియర్ యొక్క నాటకాలు. దట్ ఈస్ ద గ్రేటెస్ట్ థింగ్. సో వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు ఇండియా, హూమ్ డు యూ నేమ్ యాజ్ ద గ్రేటెస్ట్ రైటర్ ఆఫ్ ది నావెలిస్ట్? ఎట్ ప్రెసెంట్ ఎవరైనా ఉండొచ్చు, బట్ వెన్ సాంస్క్రిట్ స్కాలర్ బై నేమ్ కాళిదాస వాజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద గ్రేటెస్ట్ dramatist from India. His famous writings are very excellent. So Kalidasa, Sanskrit scholar, wrote many dramas. So ఆయనను మనం ఇండియన్ షేక్స్పియర్ అని పిలుస్తారు. Kalidasa was known as the Indian Shakespeare. So Shakespeare is from England, Kalidasa was from India, right? His plays have been translated into every major living language and performed more often than those of any other playwright. See, he was died in 1616, but even today we find that in many parts of the world, or across the globe, in schools, in colleges, and in universities, his plays are performed, his plays are enacted every year in all the areas across the globe. ఆయన రాసినటువంటి ఆ నాటకాలను ఇప్పటికి కూడా ప్రదర్శిస్తూ ఉంటారు. When did he die? He died in 1616. 1616లో చనిపోయాడు. ఆల్మోస్ట్ 400 years అయిపోయాయి, 500 years. But still we enjoy his plays, we perform his plays, we enact వాటిని ప్రదర్శిస్తూ ఉంటాం అన్నట్టు. Such a great writer, such a huge talent, such a wonderful gifted writer, you can say, Shakespeare, right? Then Shakespeare was born and raised in Stratford upon Avon. ఇది అతని విలేజ్ పేరు. Now Warwickshire is district. He began a successful career in London as an actor, writer, and part owner of a playing company called, మెల్లమెల్లగా ఓనర్షిప్ తెచ్చుకున్నాడు, చాంబర్లైన్స్ మెన్, లార్డ్ చాంబర్లైన్స్ మెన్ యొక్క దాంట్లో ఒక భాగస్థుడు. లేటర్ నోన్ యాజ్ ద కింగ్స్ మెన్, దీంట్లో అతను భాగస్థుడు, తర్వాత దానికి ఓనర్ కూడా అయ్యాడు. At the age of 49, around 1613, he appears to have retired to Stratford, where he died 3 years later. ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళిపోయి మళ్ళీ again went back and died there itself. Okay. Few records of Shakespeare's private life are available. Not everything is available, but few records. Right. So his early plays were primarily comedies and histories, and are regarded as some of the best works produced in these genres. His popular tragedies, first comedies రాశాడు, తర్వాత popular tragedies, గొప్ప దుఃఖ నాటకాలు, very famous tragedies. మనకు తెలియదేమో, we are very backward, so we may not know, but his popular tragedies include Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet. రోమియో జూలియట్ అని పేరు అయితే విని ఉంటారు మీరు, లైలా మజ్ను, రోమియో జూలియట్ అని. హ్యామ్లెట్ ఒకటి గొప్ప ట్రాజెడీ, Romeo and Juliet, Othello, King Lear, and Macbeth. They are all considered to be among the finest works in the English language. ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఇంగ్లీష్ భాషలో ఫైనెస్ట్ వర్క్స్, ది వండర్ఫుల్, ది గ్రేట్ వర్క్స్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ లాంగ్వేజ్. ఓకే, సో అతని గురించి కొంతమంది కామెంట్ చేశారు. బెన్ జాన్సన్ గ్రేట్ పోయెట్, సమకాలికుడు అతనికి. శామ్యుల్ టేలర్ కోల్రిడ్జ్ అతనికి సమకాలికుడు. విలియం హాజ్లిట్ రొమాంటిక్ పోయెట్. వీళ్ళందరూ కూడా అతని గురించి కామెంట్స్ చేశారు అన్నట్టు. సో హీ వాజ్ నాట్ ఆఫ్ అన్ ఏజ్ బట్ ఫర్ ఆల్ టైమ్. బెన్ జాన్సన్ అన్నాడు, ఒక్క ఏజ్కి, ఒక 100 సంవత్సరాలకి కాదు ఇతను, అన్ని తరాలకు కూడా ఇతను ఉపయోగపడేటటువంటి గొప్ప రైటర్ అని బెన్ జాన్సన్ అన్నాడు. అవర్ myriad minded Shakespeare. So Samuel Taylor Coleridge, who gave the definition of poetry, the best words in the best order, prose as the good words in good order అని డెఫినేషన్ ఇచ్చిన శామ్యుల్ టైలర్ కోల్రిడ్జ్ అవర్ మిరియాడ్ మెనీ కలర్డ్ మైండెడ్ షేక్స్పియర్ అని అన్నాడు. దెన్ విలియం హాజ్లిట్ ఏమన్నాడు, ఇఫ్ వీ విష్ టు నో ద ఫోర్స్ ఆఫ్ హ్యూమన్ జీనియస్ వీ షుడ్ రీడ్ షేక్స్పియర్. ఇఫ్ వీ విష్ టు సీ ది insignificance of human learning we may study his commentators. William. So many people have given their judgment, given their opinions on the Shakespeare, William Shakespeare. So we will try and stop here. Tomorrow we will continue from the pre-reading questions, the next class.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, first exam paper pattern better, sir. Question paper.
Yeah, పెడతాను. Okay, I will do that.